Napoleon Total War, Russia, Part 6. This is the continuation from the previous episode, still playing as Russia. At this point, I'm trying to consolidate some of my gains, and I'm trying to make a move on Paris while consolidating my hold over southern France. The French AI is very aggressive at retaking lost provinces. What we're going to do here is we're going to go and take Paris from the French. And I'm going to use the terminology yet again because in my mind I've done this so many times. I'm still playing what I call a income game, which is where I need money to build up courthouses, infrastructure, resources back in Russia so that I have real income, not necessarily reliant upon trade with other countries. Still doing my best to do every battle on auto resolve. So far, pretty successful. One other thing that you're going to see here is that in the confines of the game, I'm going back and forth with the French. I take a province, I lose a province. They take a province back. It's like a seesaw battle going back and forth at this point. Challenging, because as the Russians, I don't have a lot of armies at this point. If I were to count them up, I would say 6 or 7 that I actually count as functional armies, not as what I would consider placeholders. To me, an army that's a placeholder is an army that has to stay somewhere in order to protect it. That's a placeholder. Functional army to me is an army that can move around the battlefield and on the larger map and capture provinces and fight battles. Pas du Lac, it's one of those ones in France that I go back and forth with the French. This is where it's starting to get interesting. Alliances are starting to fall apart. Prussians, Austrians, English. I don't have a large conceptual navy that can fight the English or what's left of the French fleet. I am a landlocked country. I have a few ships and a few ports in the Black Sea that are doing some trade for me, but it's not a lot. And I'm just going back and forth doing my best to shore up different areas of the battle so that I can make some tactical gains on the battlefield and also have some armies that are stronger that I don't necessarily need to worry about. Okay, what do we have going on the actual screen at this point? As you can tell, we have a good hold over southern France, over Spain, over Portugal. Alsace-Lorraine, gonna have to retake that again. This is good for a change. We outnumber them and we outclass them, so that's good. We're gonna keep it. Oh, this is what I was afraid was gonna happen. The English have declared war against Russia. I wasn't looking forward to this because there's very little I can do from a tactical standpoint to prevent the English from just sailing armies around to my far north and far south. I've done that in previous games. I've taken armies as the English and sailed to northern Russia, southern Russia, and just looted and burned my way through until the only province left was Moscow. That was only by sheer kindness I left that because I didn't want to take the Russians out of the game. But the AI is not that aggressive. It will occasionally put armies for the English in Spain, different islands in the Mediterranean, make some invasions into like the Netherlands, those type areas, but I've never seen the AI invade Russia, at least not up to this point. And here's what I was talking about. Here's the English, and they're attacking, the Balearic Isles. Not necessarily meaningful to me, but the only thing that's of note there is that Wellington is now conceptually out of the game. He's stuck on that island. The AI does not reposition generals when they're on islands to get them back to the mainland so that they can be used in other combats. Like, if it was me, maybe I would have done that if this was me playing the English with Wellington, but I would not have left him on the island like the AI does. So keep that in mind, because you may see Wellington or Napoleon end up on an island, and then you know where they are. You just don't worry about them. And here come the French again, attacking in Alsace-Lorraine. Small little army this time. It's going to be easy to retake. But the French are doing a wonderful job at aggravating me. So from that perspective, the AI is doing a good job. At some point, I'm going to have to retake that province in Silesia. And here I come with an army and some support troops. 2 generals, lots of cav. This should be an easy fight. That little French stack isn't going to win there. Now the other army I have coming, that's one that I previously built in Moscow with the best troops I could find. And we're going to lay siege here because the other army is too far away right now. Otherwise I would have attacked it. Oh shoot, Napoleon's right there. That's not good. Okay, so he's come with another army, a full army with guard, and he has chevrons and I do not. This does not look good. This does not look good at all. Yeah, called that. Well, we lost that fight, but on the positive side, because it's Russia, here comes another army. You build the troops in Russia, you move them forward, you add more troops to the stack, and so on. And you build more troops, add more to the stack as your stack moves further west in Russia. Okay, what do we have here? Now, Austria's getting aggressive too. They're attacking one of my protectorates. That's not good. From the concept of the game, I can't fight the English, the French, and the Austrians all at the same time. It's just not possible. So I'm going to have to let the Austrians consume some of my protectorates. Here we are again, Pas du Lac again. This time the French are attacking. They don't have enough troops to attack though, so that's good. So they're going to have to let that be a siege this time. And hopefully I can get some additional troops there to prevent them from taking it this time. So I'll have to shift somebody around. Have troops, just have to get them there. There's smaller French armies wandering through France, which are going to cause some issues here. Here we go, we're going to make another run on Paris. From the concept of the game, as the Russians, I'm just pretending I absolutely despise the French. There's no chevrons on their troops at all. Yeah, only roughly 9,700 in gold this time from the French, as opposed to 70,000 previous times. Finishing eliminating the French troops here. If I wanted to, you know, I could conceptually keep Paris at this point and not worry. I'm sure I have enough troops, you know, wandering around in terms of armies to keep it and maintain it. But I don't want to yet. I can still wrench some additional income out of it by looting it as I'm going through the turns here. And as long as the AI doesn't send troops into, you know, the Far East, into Mother Russia, you know, it's a solid strategy. Okay. Paris has fallen again. One French province left in France right now. Normandy. So we're going to have to take that too. Here come the reserves I was talking about. I shifted an army south. There go the French again. Alsace-Lorraine. They're going to be able to take it again. The French just keep shifting troops, I'm going to guess, from the area of Berlin down and through and then into France here. My best general. Been in a lot of combat. Okay. Now what do we have going on here? Keep in mind, things are very challenging if you're Russia at this point, because you're trying to do a number on France, build up your infrastructure, all while trying to keep the Austrians friendly. Okay. No surprises yet from the Austrians or English. Here we are back in Alsace-Lorraine, counterattacking yet again. Here we come with an army again into Silesia. I really need some reserves there of some sort. Pazduak again. Oh, that's an easy victory. Okay. We'll repair that because it's a good place to build troops. Okay. Here we are in northern France, in Normandy. I don't want it yet. Still looking for income. So what are we gonna do? Yeah, typical strategy, we'll just burn it down. Okay, the French armies are destroyed there. I fully expect the next turn or two for there to be rebellion in France and for an army to end up in Paris. There's the rebellion. Okay, they've retaken Paris. Silesia, I have my full stack. Need to take that. Oh, it has Napoleon, and we won. Good. Now we have a platform to get to Saxony and Berlin. But we're going to need reinforcements there. You know, from the concept of the game, the concept of alliances is a little mute, because for most of the game I've been propping up the Austrians, but the Austrians have very, very, very seldomly ever thrown anything forward to help. Prussians have never thrown anything forward to help. So here we are again, Alsace-Lorraine. They have a good-sized army. And we'll just... I don't know. Well, that was lucky. Never trust that meter. Okay. Uh-oh. English have invaded Holland with an army. That's basically behind me. I have some troops there, though. We're going to work our way back there with this army to reinforce them so we don't have any issues. If I haven't said it before and you enjoy this type of content, please click subscribe and like. Actually, creating the videos is easy, but editing is very time consuming. So, English have my city under siege, but they don't look like they have enough troops to attack. Get that second army there, they'll have no chance. But the English have basically ticked me off no end at this point. I'm going to have to do something to them to weaken their ability to attack me. So that's going to probably mean an invasion of England, because I can't fight them on the seas at this point. Good. I'm glad Normandy finally got taken by the rebels. Alright. English army's almost totally wiped out. Once it is, we can start our plan again for the invasion of the English islands. Okay, let's finish this last of the stack off, because I can't have them wandering around burning down resources. Okay. Reinforcements up to here. I was wrong. Prussians did send somebody forward to support us. Surprising. Okay, here we are. We're going to put troops into one of the boats for our invasion of England. And what we're going to do is, typically you can do this a couple of different ways. You can invade southern England. Just to have fun, today I'm going to invade Scotland. And do that to basically diminish the English income. And also give myself a place to heal troops if they get damaged while I'm invading England. The French are now working against one of my protectorates. I don't have a lot of troops there. I have one guy. Half a stack would have probably been enough to hold that with, the troops from Castle Hessen. Oh well. Alright. Just auto-resolve this. There's no way we're going to win. Especially considering he has guard units and elite troops in there. We're not going to win that. Okay. Here we go. Invasion of Scotland. They don't have anywhere near enough troops to stop this from happening. Let's liberate it. Take those troops. There's a small unit of English by the Scottish border. Let's get rid of them. Even though the English don't invade or attack protectorate countries of another country. It's just something for my little stack to do. As you can see, it's a no contest fight. Okay. Alright. Getting near the end of this episode today. Just wanted to let you know that. Just positioning myself for the next episode. I'm going to take Ireland and then work my way back and take England.